As is usually the case, the Oregon coast is the exception to the hot temperature, 71 degrees in Brookings. Everybody else into the 90s, 91 for Lakeview, Klamath Falls, 95 in both Grants Pass and Medford. So first I'll start off by showing you some fires. Here's the Cedar Creek fire east of Oak Ridge. You can see the smoke blowing right over La Pine at this time. A good indication of some pretty strong westerly winds. Now heading down towards south into Northern California, you can see the Six Rivers Lightning Complex fires. This really looks like it's mostly the Campbell and the Ammon fires at this particular point. So it's starting to pick up in terms of activity, which is not what we want to see at all. There are some thunderstorms out in eastern Oregon over by John Day and La Grande, and that's really only the activity we have in the entire state. We did have morning and low clouds and some brief fog in the Willamette Valley, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to continue to see sunshine for at least another maybe 24 hours, but we do have a system offshore here, and this is racing its way up towards the Pacific Northwest. This will mostly miss us, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So we're expecting the usual kind of breeze for the rest of the day today. The system, as it gets closer to our area on Sunday, we're anticipating more in the way of wind because that high pressure, as that system gets closer, it increases the high pressure and so it'll create more wind. And then once we go through on Monday, the wind will decrease a little bit and temperatures will be cooler. We'll have a little bit of a northwesterly breeze as we go through the day tomorrow. And then once we go through about Sunday morning, we're looking at of course, the wind to normally die off. So the smoke will start to filter back towards the surface. And then kind of same scenario, Sunday afternoon, northwesterly breeze, smoke starts to blow out towards the eastern portion of the viewing area. So here's your stormcast. Again, really what we're looking at, we should see some high clouds from the next system tomorrow afternoon. That'll push off towards the south and the east. And again, most of the cloud cover will stay well to our north. And you can see that system offshore is starting to get closer and closer. In fact, about this time, about Sunday night into Monday morning, that area is actually centered probably right off of Astoria, pushing off towards the north and the east. Monday, it'll be cooler. We won't have much in the way of cloud cover at all. So here's our European jet stream model map, and you can see here is that system moving right over us on Monday, pushes off towards the east, high pressure builds. It's going to get hot again towards the end of next week, and then it'll weaken briefly and then re-strengthen again to the early part of next week, which just means it's going to get really hot for a while. So your temperature forecast does a pretty good job of indicating the cooling, especially on Monday, but again, about 100 degrees for tomorrow. And then temperatures start going up. As you can see, Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday, temperatures will be pretty hot and about 100 degrees at the very least for at least a couple days. And then they should nudge down a little bit as we get towards the latter part of the week, and then that's when the high pressure is actually going to decrease just a little bit. So low temperatures should stay primarily into the low 60s until we get to the end of the week, then getting into the mid and upper 60s before cooling back down. So tonight's forecast, looking at an overnight low of 60 in Medford, 56 with some fog. And Brookings, you should make it to 72 for tomorrow, 97 for us at home, and 96 in Mount Shasta. So here's your coastal forecast. Again, temperatures cool off for Sunday and Monday, warming back up a little bit once we get into Tuesday of next week. Northern California, again, temperatures pretty hot for tomorrow, near 100, cooling off and feeling much nicer on Monday. And then it just gets really hot for the rest of the week. Temperatures right around that 100-degree mark. For the Klamath Basin, again, upper 90s for tomorrow, cooler on Monday, and then temperatures staying well into the 90s, flirting with 100 degrees by the end of the week. And the mountains, again, you should cool off to about 79, 80 degrees on Monday, and then you'll be right around 90 by Thursday. And then for the Rogue Valley, again, it'll cool off on Monday, and then it's just going to get really hot for the end of the week.
Yeah, again, I keep thinking we're almost done with this triple-digit temperature, considering we're like roughly about a month away from the start of the fall, but we just keep getting hit with this 100-degree temperature.
Yeah, it's not going away anytime soon, unfortunately.
No, thank you, Oliver.
Too bad.
Oregon.